So a 7-mile wide object just entered our solar system traveling at 130,000 miles per hour. And some people think it's an alien probe. Does that sound crazy? To me, not particularly. To some people, yeah. But guess what? A Harvard professor is actually entertaining this idea. And also there's some evidence that a prophet predicted it, and it's really flying by this year. Folks, welcome to the Evening Goose. I'm Andrew Ginsberg. I'm a former tech employee turned stand-up comedian. I used to work at places like IBM and Yahoo, and now I spend all my time diving into the latest and greatest mysteries across AI, technology, space, psychedelics, drugs, religion, and beyond. And today we're talking about the real space object that's fueling alien panic and prophecy headlines across the internet, 3I Atlas. I did a little deep dive into this story, and folks, let's get into it. I love stories like this because I love pending alien invasion stories, and I also love it when someone who seemingly seems normal in academia gets involved and says there might be some actual merit to this. Then the internet goes crazy and there's like, yeah, there's a prophet that also predicted this. And it's like, okay, well, if the world's gonna end by 2025, let me know now because I'm gonna really change the way I spend my fall. So first, what is 3I Atlas? And by the way, I didn't name this thing. I would have named it Greg. Discovered on July 1st, 2025, 3I Atlas is the third known interstellar object to enter our solar system. It's moving at over 130,000 miles per hour, and it's over 7 miles wide. That makes it the largest interstellar object ever detected. It has what they call a visible coma, which is the visible gas and dust halo that forms around a comet, typically, and that suggests it's made of ice and it's reacting to sunlight. Also, side note, would be cool if it was an alien and the spaceship was made of ice. NASA says it'll pass over Earth at over 130,000 miles away later this year. But that hasn't stopped anybody from asking the really big question. What if it's not just a big rock made of ice? So this is the Evening Goose, and I love diving into the alien speculation. This is my favorite part because I am a demented crackhead on the internet. I make that known. So let's go. This all starts with Avi Loeb. He's a Harvard astrophysicist and cosmic wildcard. Loeb co-authored a paper proposing a pedagogical exercise. What if 3I Atlas is alien technology? Even a disguised probe. That's an interesting pedagogical exercise. I like that a lot. Very good point, Professor. Hadn't considered that quite so much. Very good. He points to its extreme speed, long interstellar trajectory, and a flight path that passes over Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. Like it's kind of waving hello to all these planets as it cruises on by. And to be clear, internet, he's not saying it is alien in the paper. He's just saying we can't rule it out. What an interesting exercise. In fact, he goes as far to say, if an alien civilization did want to scout us, they would make their ship look like a comet. Kind of like how we make our electrical poles look like a weird tree. But you're like, that's not a tree, that's clearly a pole, right? The media, of course, went with the juicier line. Harvard professor says hostile alien craft may be inbound. Then everybody on the internet started bringing up the prophecies. I don't know if you guys remember this lady, Baba Vanga. She's a blind Bulgarian mystic. Supposedly she predicted that in 2025, aliens would arrive on Earth and they'd also be really hostile. The so-called living Nostradamus also echoed similar warnings. Strange objects from space, disruptions, and revelations earlier this year. Also, side note, living Nostradamus, if I were to be a rap artist, that would be my name. Toss that into the big old cauldron and stir it up, baby. That's how you get TikTok, Reddit threads, and half the internet asking, is civilization over? So, let's bring this back to reality a little bit. NASA and leading astronomers say this is a comet, period. Stop saying it's a disguised alien craft. Just stop, it's a comet. Astronomers like Samantha Lawler have called the alien talk nonsense and even said it's harmful to actual research. But still, who cares what she says? The story sticks, baby. We want to believe. And why believe? Here's a good reasons why I think we could entertain this idea a little bit. It's happening at a time when the Pentagon is regularly having UAP disclosure hearings. Whistleblowers are saying all the time that governments have recovered non-human biologics. And a Harvard professor is pushing alien scenarios in academic journals, even if it is a pedagogical exercise. And let's face it, us as a society, we're not just primed for belief, we're desperate for it. We want to believe, whether it's curiosity or hope or just boredom. We're living in a timeline where disclosure feels more like a drip than a bombshell. We want it now, baby. And objects like 3I Atlas, real, massive, unexplained, it's got it all. It gives us something to pin that tension to. So, is 3I Atlas an alien spacecraft? I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out around Thanksgiving. But it is 7 miles wide and it is an interstellar visitor. even if it is just a big hunk of ice. Put that in my gin and tonic. All right, folks, that's been this week's episode of The Evening Goose. Like, subscribe, support the channel, and we will see you next time. Appreciate you.